Hello everyone, welcome to Anime Know Me, and thank you for joining us for another One Piece video. Throughout the universe of One Piece, we've already been presented with multiple powerful devil fruits, and some of which even are capable of destroying the entire world if the user ever managed to use the fruit's full potential. Based on some of the ideas of how these fruits are supposedly created, there are several possibilities of powers in the world of One Piece that we haven't yet explored. So in today's video, we're going to talk about some of the most powerful devil fruits that could still exist within our story. But before we dive into the video, if you're new to the channel or even if you've watched a bunch of our videos, we'd be absolutely honored if you'd leave us a like and even subscribe and maybe leave us a comment letting us know what you thought of the video. It really helps us out, especially with that old YouTube algorithm, and it continues to motivate us to make more content. And if you'd like to help out the channel in a bigger way, consider sharing this video or another one of your favorites with a friend. But without further ado, let's get into the video. So my friends, in some of the more recent chapters of One Piece, the story presented us with a fascinating discovery that came to light thanks to the revelations of Dr. Vegapunk. And this is of course the renowned scientist in the universe of One Piece. This surprising revelation involves a theory that sparked great interest among us fans. So according to Vegapunk, the infamous and mysterious devil fruits which bestow extraordinary abilities on their consumers originate from the dreams and aspirations of humanity itself. The essence of Dr. Vegapunk's theory lies in the fact that being a fruit of dreams, these devil fruits defy the natural order of things and are thus considered an abomination by Mother Nature. So Vegapunk believes that this primal force that governs the natural world regards the existence of devil fruits as an unexcusable departure from established principles. In this context, Mother Nature then decided to impose a punishment or a consequence on the audacious individuals who ever dared taste these forbidden fruits and want to consume their powers. So the disastrous consequence for bearers of devil fruits is of course the complete loss of the ability to swim. And this is because the sea is that symbolic and vital element in the story of One Piece, so it drains their strength in yet an unexplained way. Thus, when anyone ventures into the oceans, those who eat a devil fruit find themselves in a perpetual state of emergency or danger because they carry that curse that deprives them of the ability to enjoy the refreshing waters or even the freedom that they provide where they can swim around and move about water. Based on this innovative theory developed by the perceptive Vegapunk, we can then imagine the creation of even more powerful devil fruits. Perhaps a fruit like the existing ones that emerged from collective dreams, ones that could be generated based on somebody's own dreams. These hypothetical devil fruits, conceived through the conjunction of our deepest aspirations, would be capable of conferring extraordinary abilities on its possessors, and thus transcending the limits of human understanding. And it could even be a power beyond imagination, where it's a gift capable of shaping reality according to the will and desires of its user. However, just like any of the existing devil fruits, these new fruits imagined by us would be marked by a curse. By its very unnatural nature, Mother Nature would condemn those who consume those fruits to face equally relentless consequences. The creation of such a revolutionary fruit would represent an intriguing plot full of possibilities within the One Piece universe. It could even be a challenge faced by the protagonist, who would have to deal with the consequences of their own desires and thus face unpredictable twists that this new force would unleash in the world of pirates. This most powerful devil fruit, imagined by us, would be an element capable of modifying the world in an extraordinary way. And the fruit would consist of a single element which is extremely powerful and which could have a wide range of possible uses, the element known as time. This fruit, which we could call the animenomi, would be an extremely rare and legendary fruit with a unique and captivating appearance. You see, it would have the shape of a perfect sphere, with an intricate pattern in shades of gold and silver, radiating a divine luminosity. Its skin would be soft to the touch, but it still exudes a light floral scent that brings life and vitality. Then if one were to consume the animenomi, the user would be imbued with a transcendent power that surpasses the limits of comprehension, because the user's body would then be enveloped in a glowing aura which reflects the colors of the fruit, and this aura represents the user's direct connection to the cosmic energies and absolute dominion over time and life itself. And the powers granted by something like the animenomi would be truly unparalleled, because they would be divided into three main aspects, thus being time manipulation, life control, and rejuvenation itself. The first ability of our hypothetical devil fruit would be time manipulation, and the user of the animenomi would possess possess the power to control time in all its forms, so they could speed up or slow down the flow of time, allowing them to manipulate events at their own will. This ability would offer the user the ability to rewind or fast forward time, as well as stopping time completely. And with this control, they could anticipate or even reverse attacks, create temporal displacements, and even travel into the past or the future. The second aspect of our hypothetical devil fruit would be life control, because life depends on time. So the user of the fruit would have the ability to control the vital essence and life energy in all living beings around them, being able to revive someone if they had already lost their life by going back in time, or even revitalizing withered plants or healing serious injuries instantly. Furthermore, the user might even be able to drain the vitality of other living beings, weakening them, or even taking their lives by decomposing their body through bodily aging, thus taking away that entity's time. And this ability would allow the user to extend their own lifespan, something similar to what Big Mom does with the souls that she takes in from other people, remaining young and healthy indefinitely. And it would be like a break in the aging of your body. Consider Sugar's power, for example. Because of the Hobby no Mi, once she consumed the devil fruit, she no longer aged. So one who were to consume this hypothetical devil fruit, the Eternus no Mi, would have the ability to prolong their life indefinitely through consuming other entities' time. The third aspect of this hypothetical devil fruit would be rejuvenation. The user of the Eternus no Mi would have the power to restore and rejuvenate not only their own vitality, but that of others as well. It could then reverse the aging process, renew damaged organs, or even bring youth back to elderly individuals. And this skill would be able to cure the most incurable and intractable diseases and instantly regenerate tissues. However, to be fair, like all devil fruits, the Eternus no Mi would also have to possess some kind of weakness, like the great wear and tear of changing the laws of time, which would require great force for them to be changed. And it could even lead the user to lose their life if they used it recklessly. In short, the Eternus no Mi would be the most powerful devil fruit in the world of One Piece, granting the user the ability to manipulate time, control life, and even rejuvenate other living things. The wielder of such a hypothetical fruit would become basically a divine entity with the power to shape the world around it and defy the very laws of existence. It would be a fruit coveted and feared by everyone, as it offers some unparalleled power capable of rewriting the course of history and even lives. And even the world government and pirates would probably do anything to obtain it. The powers of time manipulation, life control, and even rejuvenation are three extraordinary powers that we've seen, but if they were present in a single devil fruit, this could trigger dramatic events and twists and explore deeper concepts about human existence and even nature itself. The ability to manipulate time is one of the most coveted and feared abilities in many narratives, and those who possess the power have the potential to alter the past, present, and each or future events, shaping reality to their will. And thankfully, those that we've seen with similar powers already in the story of One Piece just haven't been people who have the greatest skill with it. Just consider Foxy. With his slow fruit, that could literally be the most broken power in our story. But thankfully, due to Foxy's ineptitude, it's never gonna be used to its full extent. Or take Toki, for example. She can travel, at least as far as we know, forward in time. But imagine if she could travel both directions through some kind of enlightenment of her own devil fruit. This would allow Toki to be able to rewrite the history that she saw and change the future that she had once visited. With the ability to move backwards or forwards or throughout time, anyone would be able to correct mistakes, prevent tragedies, and further influence the course of events in really surprising ways. However, the manipulation of time also brings with it immense consequences and really complex implications, such as the possibility of creating temporal paradoxes or even facing the unpredictable consequences of altering a timeline. Because what we don't know is how Ichiro Oda would see time flowing in this particular universe. Controlling of lifespan is also an equally powerful aspect, because bestowing the ability to create or modify and even extinguish life forms would be a terrifying power in the wrong hands. Although they would have the gift and the power to cure diseases and resurrect people who've already died, they also could give eternal life to any living being. In fact, this ability would be seen as a divine manifestation or some kind of advanced scientific force, and offers countless possibilities to explore ethical, moral, and even existential questions. However, the control of life also raises complex dilemmas about the limits of creation and power, as well as challenging the unforeseen consequences of playing with the essence of life and existence itself. Rejuvenation, in turn, is a capacity that arouses great fascination and desires in many different stories. And the idea of returning to one's youth, restoring vitality, and even prolonging life life is a universal desire of all living things. Those who might possess the power to rejuvenate have the ability to defy aging, heal wounds, and endlessly renew themselves. But this skill would carry the promise of a long and full life, with the possibility of accumulating knowledge and experience over the centuries that could give one much greater ability to then affect the world around them. However, this type of rejuvenation would also carry an emotional burden, because one would witness the aging and loss of loved ones over time around them, as well as raising many questions about the finality of existence and even the balance between life and death. So as we can see, this incredible hypothetical devil fruit of time really would have an incredible ability to shape the world to its will, and it could even be used during battle or even situationally at desired times. If a fruit like this were to ever exist, it would cause a great deal of confusion, and even more so if it fell into the wrong hands. For example, if it fell into somebody's hands like Imsama or even Blackbeard's, because if this fruit existed, it could completely change the course of One Piece's history. So with all that said about this amazing hypothetical devil fruit, my friends, let us know what extremely powerful devil fruit you think could exist in the world of One Piece. If devil fruits are truly the manifestation of humans' wills, what could you see that would still be out there? Because there are quite a few devil fruits that we still don't know about. In fact, we don't even know if Imsama themselves has a devil fruit. So what kind of powers would you see? And what powers do you think would be the most devastating or even potentially off limits because they just really be too broken to exist in our story? Let us know what you think in the comments below. So as we wrap up our video for the day, we'd like to thank you all so much for watching, especially those of you who've made it here to the very end. Be sure you comment on any themes or ideas that you'd like to see in future videos. And also, since you made it this far, give us a like and hit that subscribe button before you head out to take on the rest of your day. I look forward to seeing you all in our next video. Let's keep sailing this giant sea together. Take care.